the global demand for electric vehicles has seen a significant slowdown recently. According to the latest statistics, in the first quarter of 2024, the market share of pure electric vehicles fell sharply, even in the largest markets. Along with this, the American electric vehicle giant Tesla and many other large electric vehicle manufacturers all recorded a record decline in sales in the past quarter. This has led many people to question whether the golden age of electric vehicles has passed. Germany, the cradle of the world's automotive industry, consumed nearly 700,000 vehicles of all kinds in the first quarter of 2024, up 4.2% compared to the same period in 2023. However, the number of electric vehicles fell sharply by 14.1%. This development occurred in the context of electric vehicle suppliers struggling with challenges after the German government abruptly stopped tax incentives for electric vehicles in December 2023. According to the Federal Motor Transport Authority of Germany, the decline in electric vehicle sales is particularly evident among European automakers. Citroën, Jaguar, Polestar, and Volkswagen all saw a 30% decrease in electric vehicle sales in the first quarter of 2024 compared to the same period in 2023. Porsche, Peugeot, Mini, Fiat, and DS even recorded worse business results, with a year-on-year decrease of over 40%. However, the old continent is not the only region witnessing a shrinking electric vehicle market. In the US, automakers sold nearly 269,000 pure electric vehicles in the first quarter of the year. Although this number increased by 2.6% compared to the same period in 2023, it marked a significant slowdown in the rapid growth rate of recent years. Previously, the US electric vehicle market always witnessed double-digit annual growth. Similarly to the US, the world's largest electric vehicle market, China, also recorded a significantly slower growth rate. According to the China Automobile Association, a total of 1.03 million electric vehicles of all kinds reached consumers in this country in the first quarter of this year, up 14.7% compared to the same period last year, but it is the lowest increase in the past year. South Korea, a major environmentally friendly vehicle market in the world, also recorded a 25% decrease in pure electric vehicles sold in the first quarter of the year compared to the previous quarter. According to Yonhap news agency, high costs, lack of charging infrastructure, and potential fire risks make South Korean consumers hesitant to approach electric vehicles. According to Mr. Alistair Weaver, editor-in-chief of Edmunds Car Magazine, this is an interesting time for the electric vehicle market. There are many discussions about the slowing growth rate of electric vehicles, suggesting that more and more people are losing interest in this type of vehicle. However, in reality, it's just that the growth rate is not as fast as many people predicted. Decline in sales is also evident in each electric vehicle manufacturer. According to the latest reports, the electric vehicle company Tesla delivered just under 387,000 vehicles in the first quarter of 2024, down 20% compared to the fourth quarter of 2023 and much lower than the market's most pessimistic predictions. Tesla's stock value has fallen by more than 40%, and the company has had to lay off up to 14,000 employees, equivalent to about 10% of the workforce due to dismal business results. BYD, China, Tesla's biggest rival in the electric vehicle market, also sold just over 300,000 vehicles in the first 3 months of the year, down 43% compared to the previous quarter. According to experts, the figures in the first quarter of 2024 show that consumer demand for electric vehicles has significantly decreased. One reason is partly due to the delay in bringing cheap electric vehicle models to the market. In addition, barriers to infrastructure and electric charging stations also make the electrification process not as smooth as expected. This situation will make competition in the electric vehicle market more fierce. In the face of numerous difficulties, major electric vehicle manufacturers, led by Tesla, have reduced prices in many large markets to stimulate consumer demand. Tesla's move is expected to ignite a new price reduction spiral, a war that erupted at the end of 2022 and currently shows no signs of cooling down as many manufacturers fail to meet sales targets and want to maintain a competitive advantage. Following Tesla, BYD, one of China's largest electric vehicle manufacturers, also raised the slogan, "Electricity is cheaper than gasoline," and continuously deeply discounted their products. It is known that the average global price of pure electric cars has decreased by about $6,000 in the first 3 months of this year. According to Reuters, Tesla has implemented a round of electric vehicle price cuts in some core markets, including China and Germany, after applying a similar strategy in the US. This decision was made to boost declining sales and cope with fierce price competition in the electric vehicle segment, especially in the face of strong competition from Chinese manufacturers. More than a year ago, Tesla also initiated a war on electric vehicle prices by drastically reducing prices despite the impact on profits. According to Tesla's official website, the starting price of many car models currently decreases by about $2,000, while the autonomous driving support software decreases by about $4,000. Price reduction means profit reduction. However, Tesla's CEO, billionaire Elon Musk, affirmed that he will continue to promote this strategy to attract customers. According to analysts, Tesla is choosing to suffer short-term profit losses in exchange for increasing market share. Tesla is pushing to apply advanced techniques and use smaller factories to cut production costs, thereby restoring long-term profit margins. To date, Tesla has reduced prices 6 times this year. Meanwhile, BYD in February just reduced the price significantly, from 4% to 20.5% depending on the model, to ensure competitiveness before its main rival Tesla. Nissan also reduced the price of the Ariya model by nearly $16,000, while Mercedes-Benz reduced the EQS SUV model by nearly $20,000 to attract customers. Li Auto, China, has reduced the price of car models from 6 to 7%. According to Mr. Ivan Drury, an automotive market analyst, the electric vehicle market is facing increasing difficulties. After the average interest rate reached 7%, there has been an oversupply of electric vehicles, and currently, automakers and dealers need more campaigns to sell their products. The price competition also causes many car manufacturers to adjust their business plans. Ford has reduced its production target for the F-150 Lightning electric pickup model in 2024. Even though the American automaker has sold more than 20,000 Lightning units since the end of November 2023. Audi, a German automaker, is no exception when it has to narrow down its electric vehicle production plan for the coming year due to the slowing growth rate. In the context of declining demand for pure electric vehicles, a new yet old type of vehicle has emerged on the market: the hybrid car, also known as a petrol-electric vehicle. True to its name, this type of vehicle possesses 2 powertrains, a petrol engine and an electric motor. Hybrid cars quickly become a favorite choice of many customers, as they are seen as a technological bridge for those who want a vehicle that is more environmentally friendly than a petrol car, but not too dependent on charging like an electric car. According to statistics, in 2023, global sales of hybrid cars increased from 3.9 million to 4.2 million units. Specifically, in the US, hybrid car sales in the first 2 months of 2024 increased by 50%, signaling the rise of this type of vehicle in the future. In fact, hybrid cars have been on the market for over 20 years, with the representative model being the Toyota Prius line. Throughout 2 decades, the market share for this line of cars has slowly increased but still remains insignificant. Even in recent years, hybrid cars have been forgotten in the face of the emergence of the electric vehicle storm. However, some manufacturers have persisted in perfecting technology for hybrid cars. In 2023, hybrid car sales increased by 30% in 14 countries, including China, Japan, and the US, reaching 4.21 million units. The design of hybrid cars is also more diverse, covering all types of vehicles such as SUVs, pickups, Jeeps, and even sports cars. Many manufacturers, notably Toyota, have even invested to the point of launching parallel petrol and hybrid versions for most of their car lines. According to Mr. Gregory Neve, the communications director of Nissan in Western Europe, hybrid cars seem to be the simplest solution to reduce carbon dioxide emissions from manufacturers, and also the most practical way to meet regulatory standards, thereby confidently preparing for the future. The increasing demand for hybrid cars is good news for Japanese automakers. Toyota's hybrid car sales last year increased by 32% to a record high of 3.44 million units and are aiming for 5 million units by 2025. Honda recorded a hybrid car weight in global car sales of about 20% last year. The company plans to launch a hybrid version of the best-selling Civic sedan model in the North American market this summer. Nissan is also considering launching a model with its e-Power hybrid technology in the US by the end of 2026. The new appeal of hybrid cars also urges major manufacturers around the world to launch new products, including General Motors and Volkswagen. Ford alone announced it would quadruple hybrid car sales in the next 4 years. Experts predict that with the current state of electric charging infrastructure, hybrid cars will still play a leading role, and the demand for this type of car will continue to increase until around 2035. However, the demand for electric cars is predicted to continue to increase in the medium to long term. Electric cars and hybrid cars currently account for about 20% of the market. Although the demand for electric cars is stagnating, this is considered only a temporary issue. In the near future, manufacturers will introduce models that overcome the weaknesses of electric cars. Meanwhile, hybrid cars will be an appropriate transition in the electrification process in many countries, especially in developing countries, where transport infrastructure is still limited. With convenience and independence from fossil fuels, electric cars and hybrid cars are predicted to play an important role in moving towards green transportation in the 21st century. And that concludes today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and subscribe. It really supports me. And let me know your thoughts in the comments below.